The other thing is the question of local planning advice as to whether or not it's in the town's best interest to continue with the trying to think of a good word. Constantly changing staffing at First Tennessee Development District and hire someone, perhaps in cooperation with other towns, but perhaps just for Surgoinsville, that we paid on an hourly basis. If they spent 2 hours a month giving advice and they were capable of providing the kind of advice the town needs, that might be something to at least talk about.
Well, you know, I think the decisions they make and so on, I don't think anybody's upset about it. They do their job, I feel like. It's just that it seems like every time you come to a meeting or every few months you've got a different person with First Tennessee Development, and I don't know.
That's, it's up to the board to decide what they want to do, but it's...
I don't know any other direction to go in.
Well, one of the planners that was there for, I think, 2 years, if my memory serves me right, is practicing law in Kingsport, and I did reach the question. She said she would at least be interested in talking about it if the town had an interest.
I'm like Merle, I just don't want to come out here and have a different pace. I mean, we've got good advice from them, but still, you'd rather have somebody that you can look at and say, well, he'll be here next month.
Well, I mean, as you recall, because you have been here long enough, people like Albert Tilley were here for like 15 years.
Jerry Webb.
Yeah, Jerry Webb before him.
Yeah.
We don't have that anymore.
No.
Well, the last one stayed any time at all was the lady, what was her name? Rhonda, name? You remember her?
Yeah.
She, I think was here maybe a year and a half, I think.
Of course, she was the most problematic.
Well, see, that's another thing. I guess the only issue that would come up is that each one of them has their own idea of what they'd like to get done and so on. And then that, as the personnel changes, that kind of changes,
Well, I mean, in some ways it's an art form as much as a science, and you're right. If someone has a certain bent, it's difficult for them to give you advice on planning that suits what you want to see done for Surgoinsville. Someone who is thinking about some of these modern urban planning schemes that are being discussed in academic. That's not Surgoinsville. You have very limited residential development and even more limited commercial development, and you don't need a lot of academic discussion about doing things that are not likely to ever come to pass here.
Well, the thing about it too, for the first time, we're in a position that the town is growing. I mean, there's places going up where you would never think there'd be a business or something, and homes, there's homes going up, trailers are, double wides and so on. It's growing really. And just like these, this gentleman going to do the campground down here on the river by the, over across from the park. I mean, there's things going on, and then the development up on Sands Hall Road. We've got a need really for some good solid plan. Steady.
Well, what about the people there at the apartments? What they doing?
Well, that piece of property behind
Yeah.
there, they should be, I mean, we come to a decision with them on that, in the last planning session, so.
Well,
They'll go with, and then we're gonna vote on it later.
was they gonna send it back to the planning commission?
I've got it ready to come back to planning commission.
Yeah, come back to the planning commission, yeah. They were gonna come in and let them, it'd just be for that piece of property,
Yeah,
the way they wanted to do it, and then we would vote on it.